Welcome to this complete SQL tutorial for absolute beginners. If you're new to databases or programming, don't worry. In this video, we'll cover the basics of SQL, what it is, how it works, the difference between SQL and MySQL, detailed SQL data types, and the different types of SQL operators with real examples. So grab your notes and let's begin your journey into the world of databases and data querying. What is SQL? SQL stands for Structured Query Language. It is a special programming language used to communicate with databases. With SQL, you can store, retrieve, update, delete, and manipulate data stored in a database. Apps use to talk to databases. Think of SQL as the language apps use to talk to databases. For example, when you sign up on a website, SQL is used to store your name and email. When you check your shopping cart, SQL is used to fetch your saved items. When you make a payment, SQL updates your transaction records. SQL is the backbone of modern data operations. SQL is being used behind the scenes. SQL is case-sensitive or not. SQL is not case-sensitive, which means select and select mean the same. However, by convention, keywords are usually written in uppercase. RDBMS. SQL works mainly with relational databases. These are databases where data is stored in rows and columns. Why use SQL? Here are a few reasons. Simplicity. To learn compared to other programming languages, even non-tech people can write basic SQL queries. Power. SQL can handle very large amounts of data efficiently. Universality. It is supported by almost all relational database systems. Speed. SQL retrieves and processes data much faster than manual methods or Excel for large datasets. Now let's clear a common confusion. What is the difference between SQL and MySQL? SQL is a language, just like English. MySQL is a database software, like a program that uses English to do something. So, SQL is the standard language for querying data. MySQL is a specific database management system that implements SQL. Other DBMS that use SQL include PostgreSQL, Oracle Database, Microsoft SQL Server, SQLite. All these systems support SQL, but may have some additional features or slight syntax differences. If you're learning SQL, you can apply the same knowledge to any of these systems later. SQL is used in data science, web development, backend engineering, fintech, healthcare, and so many industries. Here's how SQL fits into real-world applications. When you interact with a web app, for example, you log in with your email and password. The backend server receives your info. Then, it runs a SQL query to check your credentials in the database. If they match, you're logged in. All this is made possible with simple SQL commands running in the background. Now let's talk about SQL data types. Each column in a SQL table must have a data type. This tells the database what kind of data will be stored in that column. Here are the most common data types. Int, used to store whole numbers. Float, double, used to store decimal numbers. Varchar n, variable length string. Wherein is the maximum number of characters. Chan, fixed length string. Not as common as varchar for general use. Datetime, stores both date and time. Boolean, stores true or false values. Choosing the right data type helps optimize storage and performance of your SQL database. Operators in SQL are symbols or keywords used to perform actions on data. Let's break them down. Arithmetic operators. Addition, subtraction, mul for basic calculations. Example, select price asterisk quantity from orders. Comparison operators, equal, not equal, greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. Example, select asterisk from products where price greater than 100. Logical operators, and, combines multiple conditions, all must be true, or at least one condition must be true, not, reverses the result. Example, select asterisk from users, where age greater than 18 and city equals single, quote Delhi, single quote. Between. Operator, checks whether a value is within a range. Example, select from students, where marks between 70 and 90, like operator. Searches for a pattern percentage, represents any sequence of characters. Underscore represents a single character. Example, select asterisk from customers, where name, like apostrophe, a percent apostrophe. In operator, specifies multiple possible values. Example, select from employees, where department in, HR, it. These operators make SQL queries more powerful and flexible. Let's quickly summarize what we learned today. SQL is the language used to communicate with databases. It is simple, powerful, and used everywhere. MySQL is one of many tools that uses SQL. SQL stores data using data types like int, varchar, date, and Boolean operators like equals, less than greater than, and, or, and like, help you filter and find exactly what you need. With this foundation, you can now start writing real SQL queries and building your own databases. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.